Okay, my voice should be working now. Let's see. Is it? Okay, it is. Okay, it is. Nice, nice, nice. Trailer time? Let's go.
We're a tribe of warriors. In ancient times, we were responsible for patrolling and defending all of Natlan.
So Ochkan's still managing to sow discord, even after all these years.
If you want to resolve a conflict through dialogue, sometimes you need a third-party facilitator.
Yo,
Nice. I'll bet the easiest
I'm
way to
skipping
find
though. These new areas look so good. I heard about this patch having a new area, of course.
And Granny won't let
Yo, yo.
500 years
Oh,
later, and it's resurfaced again. I worry that we risk repeating the mistakes of the Cinder City.
what?
As long as the soul is involved, I should be able to help.
Yo. It's cool. New boss looks cool.
It's either your end or mine! Before the final moment truly arrives, we must fight harder than ever.
Oh, that's cool. We must fight harder than ever. You all can use the code. I'll do it later, of course.
Hey
Okay.
travelers, welcome to the Genshin Impact version 5.2 special program. I'm Gabe from the Loke team.
And I'm Kai. We meet again. Whoa, a cuckoo soar. Want to join us?
Hey, don't be shy. Come out and say hello.
I'm not sure what that meant, but it was adorable.
Yeah.
She approves of your compliment.
Hey, I didn't know you could speak Saurian.
Oh, I can't, but I can make an educated guess based on her body language.
Whoa, are all cuckoosaurs as friendly as this one?
Adult cuckoosaurs are usually very proud creatures, but there are always exceptions.
Well, since our cuckoosaur friend kicked things off for us, I know just the place to start. The Flower Feather Clan.
Let's
All right,
go.
Cuckoosaurs live among the Flower Feather Clan, which is suspended high above the mountains. This is a tribe of warriors, and most of their people can command the power of the skies. It was the Flower Feather Clan's ancient duty to patrol and safeguard the entire region of Natlan. As elite special
I
forces,
see.
their job was to detect threats, disseminate
Ochkanatlan
intel,
looks
and
so
quickly
good.
neutralize any dangers to the
That is
nation.
Ochkanatlan
Though the
if
circumstances are different now,
the one on
tribe
the
never
left
forgot its
side,
origins. They
if I
still
know
hold
correctly.
trials to assemble the fastest teams in the tribe. The trials test the skill and
No
teamwork of
way.
the cuckoosaurs.
Oh, I'm so pumped about these cuckoosaurs.
What is
Yeah,
bro
cuckoosaurs
doing?
are the proudest out of all the saurians. They know that they're
They
the
can
chosen
fly.
Cuckoosaurs can consume
Let's
phlogiston,
go!
or perform a horizontal roll in midair. Holding the sprint button allows them to enter an accelerated glide state after a horizontal
Holy
roll.
shit, that's
In
so
addition,
cool.
They can even use phlogiston wind tunnels to quickly cover great distances.
Okay,
That's
so
sick.
I'm assuming that cuckoosaurs are really hard to tame.
Yeah, that's true. You need to prove yourself in some worthwhile feat. like demonstrating exceptional archery skill during flight. That's the only way to become a true Kukusaur rider.
Wow, that's
I
so
see.
strict.
Yeah, tell me about it. But okay, now that we've got a glimpse of the Flower Feather clan, it's time for a quiz.
What? Already?
What?
Yep, I hope you're prepared. Every tribe in that land has a unique way of communicating with their Saurian companions. The members of the Flower Feather clan use a special item to summon their Kukusaurs. What is that item?
A basket filled with their favorite foods?
Here's a hint. We just saw the answer in the previous video.
Oh, I remember now. Horn.
Ding ding ding!
Ah.
Kukusaurs live far from the tribe and from each other, so in order to summon them, the tribe's people use whistles and horns to produce loud noises. So there's your overview of Kukusaurs.
I see.
Maybe they sound
That's
a little
cool.
unapproachable compared to other Saurians, but don't worry, travelers. If you get into a tough situation, then Chaska, the Flower Feather clan's expert peacemaker, can help mediate the conflict.
Ah.
Mitch mentioned that her
Skip,
method of
sorry.
mediation
I
is
have to say for
silencing
the
both
Pyro
members.
Archon, of
Is
course.
that true?
Mawika, my goat.
Well, that's only
And
in special
Snezhnaya.
cases. Most of the time, Chaska barely needs to intervene. Everyone knows what she's capable of, so people usually find a way to set aside their differences when she shows up.
Oh, so she doesn't just handle conflicts between humans and Saurians. She keeps the peace between people, too.
Exactly. Chaska was
That's
corrupted by
nice.
abyssal power as a child, so she has a strong compulsion to fight, but she knows how to rein it in.
Right. I heard that she was abandoned as a baby. It seems like she's been through a lot.
Yeah, but luckily for her, the Kukusaurs took her in and raised her as one of their own. In addition to hunting and flying, Chaska gained a lot of unique combat experience from her Saurian childhood. When Chaska is in your party, defeating monsters will restore phlogiston to your party. In the
Oh.
Night Soul's blessing state, Chaska can ride and control her gun like a Kukusaur. The Soul Sniper doesn't just increase her movement speed and resistance to interruption, it also allows her to get a better angle on her enemies.
Wow, that mid-air perspective
Nice.
is so cool.
Yeah.
Seems so liberating.
Yeah, and Chaska's fierce when she's in the zone. In the Night Soul's blessing state, Chaska's normal attacks deal animo damage to enemies in front of her. Unleashing a charged attack in this state will cause Chaska to enter a special aiming mode. This allows her to lock onto a set number of enemies within range and fire up to 6 Shadow Hunt shells, which deal animo damage upon impact. In addition, for
Cool.
every Pyro, Hydro, Cryo, or Electro character in your party, one of Chaska's Shadow Hunt shells will undergo an elemental conversion to deal the corresponding type of elemental damage.
Whoa, no way! So Chaska can directly deal other types of elemental damage based on
That's
the characters in
cool.
her party. And since she's an animal character, she can swirl them at the same time. That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, right? Her elemental burst has a similar function too. Chaska fires a gale-splitting Soul Seeker shell during her burst, which deals animo damage. The attack then splits into 6 Soul Seeker shells, which continue to attack
That's
nearby
very cool.
enemies. These shells can also undergo elemental conversions.
Oh,
That's
what was
so
that?
cool. No wonder she's one of the strongest warriors in her tribe.
Speaking of
Yep.
the tribe, the warriors from the Flower Feather clan are formidable for sure, but we should also shed some light on those who aren't as skilled.
Story
Are
quest.
you talking
Nice.
about the wingless? That's what the tribe calls people who fail the flight trials, right? They're the challengers who fail to earn the recognition of a Kukusaur.
Exactly. But the name doesn't indicate that those people are weak or deserve to be cast aside. The Flower Feather
Yes.
clan has its own definition of strength. There's a
Hmm.
tacit understanding that the wingless are supposed to be protected
Yeah.
until they can fly by themselves. But
The
that
lore is
assumption
cool.
challenged in
That's to
Tribal
be
Chronicles
expected. It's
12.
Genshin we are talking
Someone will
about.
dare to ask, what if you didn't need a Kukusaur to fly? If you could change the rules, then maybe there wouldn't be any wingless to begin with. Now, whether that's the right path is for us to discover. Chaska will also be there to help us find the answer. So,
I see.
be sure to check out Chaska's Tribal Chronicle if you're interested in what happens.
Nice.
Is
We
there
will be
anything
playing,
else
of
that you
course.
can tell us?
Remember how I mentioned that Chaska was raised by Kukusaurs?
Yeah, tell us about it.
her Saurian mother will make an appearance in this quest. Even though
Oh.
she's joined human society, Chaska still
Nice.
goes to visit her Saurian mother on occasion, especially when she needs some help with a tough situation.
Oh, so Cheska still has a soft side, even though she's a fearsome warrior.
Definitely. The Flower Feather Clan is also the setting
Oh.
for Archon Quest Chapter 5 Interlude.
Interlude, let's go!
The tribe is facing a crisis, and they'll need the travelers' help to find a solution.
What kind of crisis?
Well, the Flower Feather Clan suffered the worst of the abyssal contamination during the battle in version
Yo.
5.1. It's not just the human body that can't withstand high concentrations of abyssal power. For most people, it also damages the mind. Many members of the Flower Feather Clan are suffering from the mental repercussions of the abyss. The tribe
Damn.
is in desperate need of aid. Iansan will be there too. After rebuilding her own tribe, the Collective of Plenty, she's traveling around Natlan to help those in need.
The people of Natlan really value unity, don't they? No one fights alone.
Right.
That's one of my favorite things about Natlan.
Yeah.
Oh,
Capitano!
wait. It looks like the captain will also be there.
Let's
Yes, the
go!
captain will also offer help to the tribe. You may pick up on some interesting information if you pay close attention to what he has to say. The captain rarely gives away too much information in his regular interactions, but his secrecy here seems a little peculiar. So keep an eye out, but of
Let's
course,
go!
Natlan's fighting spirit remains the top priority. After all, the war isn't
More
over.
Capitano
The
content
abyssal
is always
contamination is still
welcome.
around, and we have a very important battle ahead. Natlan needs mental fortitude more than ever before.
The Flower Feather Clan is pretty close to the Masters of the Night Wind, where the Ictomosaurs live. That tribe could be another good place to recover from the battle.
Oh yeah, let's check it out.
If you head west from the Stadium of the Sacred Flame and go past the towering walls, you eventually arrive at the settlement of the mysterious Masters. The
Yo!
tribal settlement offers
It
a
looks
unique
so
experience
good,
at
man.
night. If you venture even further, then you might encounter the tribe's one Ictomosaur elder or one of the many shamans who can communicate with spirits. I even heard that the witch doctors who live there can help cleanse your spirit. Plus, the graffiti art is really incredible. In fact, there's something special about this one. Can you figure it out, travelers? It's kind of tricky, right? Well, don't worry, the Ictomosaurs can help us out. Ictomosaurs are known for their wisdom. They can use their unique sight to detect things that can't be seen through
Oh,
Okay.
that's
the lens.
cool.
Right. Ictomosaurs are especially skilled at detecting ley lines and phlogiston. They can absorb power
That's
from phlogiston
cool.
objects to enhance their abilities. Doing so allows them to jump higher, move faster, or even obtain surprising rewards. Ictomosaurs can also
That's
extract
sick.
information from graffiti art to create special objects.
Oh, I bet that'll come in handy for
Oh.
solving puzzles.
Definitely,
Yeah.
especially in Tribal Chronicles Mictlan, which will become available in version 5.2. The first two acts feature a lot of intriguing puzzles, so be sure to check them out, travelers. Some of them will require the help of an Ictomosaur, and others can be solved on your own.
I noticed that Ictomosaurs can perform fast-paced jumps when they have enough phlogiston, and it looks like so much fun. Do we know anyone who can use that ability? Besides the new Saurian, I mean.
Auroran.
Auroran can do it too. Like the Ictomosaurs, Auroran has the ability to rise into the air. He also has a keen sense of perception. While
That's
charging
so
an aim
cool.
shot, Auroran will enter the spirit speaker state, allowing him to extract power from Natlan's graffiti and runes.
Speaking of Auroran, I was honestly super surprised by his personality. Before the 5.1 Archon quest, I thought that he looked like a stern, stoic, and harsh type of character. But as it turns out, he's just a sweet kid.
Yeah, it's kind of unexpected,
So,
right?
yeah.
Is he really that sweet, though? Just to think about all the sneaking around behind his granny's back.
He's cool.
True.
In a very interesting character and was very well fleshed out.
But Auroran really
in the
takes
con-
it to the next level.
Yeah, it sounds like he does things his own way. I wonder if that extends to his combat abilities.
It does. Auroran is a bit different from the Natlan characters we've met so far. He doesn't need to depend on the Night Soul's Blessing state to gain Night Soul points, and he can maintain the Night
Oh.
Soul's Blessing state even while he's off-field.
Ah, that does sound different
Oh.
from the other Natlan characters. So, how do his abilities work?
Let me start by explaining how Auroran gains Night Soul points. This can happen in multiple ways. For example, Auroran can gain Night Soul points when one of his party members triggers a Night Soul burst. He can also gain them when other party members deal Hydro or Electro attacks to enemies after Auroran unleashes his elemental skill.
Oh, then it
Oh.
sounds like he works well with Hydro and Electro characters.
Electro charge.
And in combat, when enemies take damage from electro-charged reactions or other party members deal Night Soul aligned damage, Auroran can consume Night Soul points to enter the Night Soul's Blessing state and trigger the Hypersense effect, dealing
Oh.
electro damage.
Oh, I see.
Nice.
So, you need to pair him with the right characters if you want him to gain Night Soul points, enter the Night Soul's Blessing state, and trigger the effect.
Exactly.
Cool,
I should
very
mention that
interesting
Auroran
mechanic.
doesn't need to be on the field to trigger the Hypersense effect.
Wait, he can trigger it even while he's off field?
That's
That
sick.
sounds really useful.
Totally. His
Electro
elemental
charge
burst provides
Chevrus,
an
basically,
immediate way to deal damage
I'd
and
say.
support your party. Auroran performs an ancient reach roll with his burst to summon a supersonic Oculus, which taunts nearby enemies to draw them in. Once they're up close, the Oculus releases a sound wave to deal damage.
That should be great for crowd control.
Yes, with Auroran in your party, dealing with large groups of enemies should be a lot easier. And speaking of making things easier, Auroran can also improve the exploration experience by boosting the gliding speed of your characters.
Awesome.
Nice.
Auroran really cherishes his friends. With a little teamwork on his side, I'm sure victory will always be within reach.
Cool. So,
New
we
area
introduced two of the
showcase.
upcoming regions in this update. The Flower Feather Clan and the Masters of the Night Clan. But
Ochkanatlan.
there's more. Version
Ochkanatlan.
5.2 actually introduces another new region. It's called Ochkanatlan.
I
Yes!
think we caught a glimpse of this ancient
So,
city as we're looking at the
Oh,
Flower
the
Feather
lore
City.
is about to be
It's really
insane.
beautiful from far away, but those clouds
The
look
music.
ominous. It looks completely abandoned. Is
Ooh.
it dangerous?
Yes. This is a restricted area in that land due to its severe abyssal contamination, and it seems uninhabited. Over the years, many adventurers have come here in search of treasure or to slay the dragon. Unfortunately, none of them have ever returned. The Flower Feather
Holy.
Clan often sends riders to patrol the area and to prevent people from getting too close.
Wait, did you say slay the dragon?
Yeah, I know we introduced some adorable saurians earlier, but this creature is actually really terrifying.
Oh.
It occupies
Oh.
this ancient city and guards it fiercely. If it detects an intruder, then it will attack without hesitation.
Okay, that's pretty
Yo.
It's easy to take human-saurian coexistence for granted these days, but it actually took generations of effort to reach this point. This relationship wasn't nearly so harmonious in the ancient past. Travelers will need to explore Ochkanatlan to uncover the reason behind this
Dear.
dragon's rampage. Of
This is
course,
gonna be
travelers
peak.
won't have to do this alone. Here, take a look.
Oh, what's that?
This is
What
a
is
very
that?
important companion who will help us explore Ochkanatlan. His name is Kokoik. As for his power, well, why don't you take a guess?
Okay, is he our moral support? You know, maybe he could make a cute noise every now and then to cheer us up.
Hey, let's not put our Tapetlosaur friend out of a job. Little one works really hard.
Okay, then I've got nothing.
Remember how I mentioned that Ochkanatlan is heavily corroded by the abyss? Well, that's where Kokoik comes in. We can use his power to clear abyssal contamination. Follow the direction indicated by his light to collect secret source scraps and enhance his power. Once Kokoik has enough power, you can take him to track down the evil dragon.
Yo.
Little guy.
I know, right? Now, travelers can explore Ochkanatlan with two companions, Kokoik and Little One. In fact, I've
Little
heard
bro.
there's even a special token around
Little
here
bro.
that can enable Little
Why
One
did
to
I say
traverse
that?
the volcano. A new adventure
Man,
with Little One
this
awaits in
I'm really
version 5.2.
interested.
This update will bring us one step closer to uncovering
More
the mysteries
areas.
of Little One's past.
And if
Familiar
of it
stories
being
and communities can
Ochkanatlan is
also help us
amazing.
explore
I'm so excited to do
For
the world
example, with the
quests
help of a
and
Holosaur,
learn more
you can
about
evade
Shibalanki
certain
and
mechanisms.
the Sage of the
With the
Stolen
help of
Flame.
an Iktomisaur, we can solve certain puzzles. With the help of a Kukusaur, we might even be able to chase down the evil dragon. But we'll leave the rest for you to discover, travelers.
Wait,
All
are
right.
those some kind of lava fish? Does this mean we can fish in Netland?
Oh,
Yes,
finally!
but I've got some friendly advice, travelers. You should be very careful while exploring Ochkanatlan. Some of the abyssal monsters here can distort their appearance to mimic powerful enemies. High-level monsters such as the tenebrous Papilla can mimic even stronger enemies.
Huh? It looks like these monsters take the form of plants outside of combat.
Yep, that's true. The Abyss has corroded Natlan's ley lines, allowing these monsters to read the memories inside of them and mimic creatures from Tevat.
How do we defeat them?
Travelers will need to use elemental attacks to break the enemy's protective void wards. Doing so allows them to take damage and causes them to enter a brief state of confusion. Night Soul aligned elemental attacks
The
are
battle
especially
theme, holy
effective
shit.
against these wards.
Wow, the Abyss has gotten so advanced. It's scary to think about how much
Tenebrous
harder these
Papilla, a
feisty
pitch black
red
monster
and
that has
abyssal
descended from an
monsters
alien.
continue to evolve.
Dude.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a lot of information to take in at once. But before we take our first break, we still have a couple of short announcements. Really short, I promise. First up, limited time exploration rewards will be available in
Let's go.
5.2.
Yeah,
Just like
I
in
guess
version
it's
5.1,
gonna be a
travelers can earn
permanent
up
thing
to
from now on.
400 extra primo gems.
Every new
The
area.
rewards will be available all the way through version 5.3. It's now time to introduce the event wishes. In the first half of version 5.2, travelers can look
Aurora
forward to
is
event
first
wishes from
half.
Chaska and
I
Meg.
see.
Auroron will also receive a drop rate boost. And in the second half of version 5.2,
Of course
after
it
turning
was
event wishes for Tony
correct.
and Colette, the weapon banner will
Nice.
feature new 5-star
I'm
builds,
skipping
as
both
will Vulture's
halves.
Crimson Plumage, and 2 new Natland-specific 4-star weapons. Be
Oh.
sure to check them out if you're interested.
I'm
Alright,
interested.
It's time for our first break. Once
Okay.
we come back, we'll dive right into the
Second
event.
card.
Welcome back, travelers.
Welcome back! Let's dive straight into the event section. So in the first event, we'll get to learn
Oh.
more about the Masters of the Nightwind.
Oh.
That's right. In the version 5.2 event, Ikitomi Spirit Seeking Scrolls, travelers will team up with Citlali and Auroran to get to the bottom of
Oh.
a mysterious accident that occurred within their tribe.
Travelers will
Cool.
need to complete combat
The art is
challenges
so
to
sick, by the
defeat
way.
enemies who try to disrupt the ritual. They'll also need to reconstruct scenes from the tribe's woven scrolls and gather lost spirits scattered throughout the region. Travelers will
see.
only be able to uncover the truth if they collect all the clues. But don't worry, there are also various rewards to earn along the way, including primo gems.
Ooh, I really like the vibe of this event.
Yo!
Citlali is
Peak
performing some kind
UI.
of ritual. It's also mysterious.
When a situation gets tough, it's Granny to the rescue.
Definitely.
Citlali and Auroran have some really fun dialogue in this event.
I'm always grabbing the popcorn whenever these two interact. They're
Yeah.
practically a two-person show. And speaking of fun, let's get into the event gameplay. First up is the Search for Lost Spirits minigame. Travelers will have to work together to herd the scattered roaming spirits into specific zones to earn points. Pay attention to the conditions on the field if you want a higher score. For example, travelers can jump on stone slabs that appear on the field. These slabs will break open and release even more spirits. Storms may
Cool.
also appear during the game. You can track down spirits more effectively if you pay attention to the direction of the storms.
In Evil Banisher, travelers will need to select the right teams to
Combat
complete the
event.
objectives.
Cool.
Completing all of the objectives will award you the Banishing Aura, which allows you to deal AoE damage by spraying paint at enemies.
That paint really matches the Masters of the Night Wind's aesthetic. It's super cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
and so does the Spirit Loom in restoring fragmented records. Lali will use her powers to reveal special fragments. Travelers will need to
nice.
piece these fragments together and assemble them on a woven scroll.
Make sure that you pay attention to the order and positions of the fragments. Oh, there's something else that we should mention. Travelers can obtain a new 4-star sword by completing this event. The design definitely fits the Masters of the Night Wind.
Yeah.
It looks like some kind of ceremonial artifact.
I totally agree. Oh,
It
and
looks
this event
sick.
will allow travelers to learn more about Natlan's secrets. For example,
What secrets?
this quest will reveal new clues about a mysterious and legendary place, the Mare Javari.
Mirjivaru, let's go!
It'll be nice to get some new information. On a related note, the Adventurers Guild has prepared a new trial for its members. Active adventurers have been
Mirjivari!
including the Traveler. Travelers will need to complete various challenges with designated characters and fully leverage their skills to earn rewards. I know you're up to the challenge, Travelers. Good luck.
In Mondstadt-related news, the Knights of Favonius are conducting a war game to improve security tactics in the region. And who better to test these tactics? than the
Holy
honorary
shit,
knight?
that caught me
Be sure
off
to pay
guard.
close attention to the game, since the format has changed this time. Travelers will need to select combat units and stratagems to deploy against the opposing formation. Once the lineup is set, the monsters will fight automatically. Available combat units and stratagems are completely random. You know, just to build some unpredictability
I see.
into the wargame. The chances of
I
encountering
I
enemy
don't
combat units
care about this.
increases
I'm
as the
sorry,
wargame
guys.
progresses. The
Mirjivaru
monsters
mentioned.
will be available for travelers to use. It's a volatile environment, so do your best to win as many rounds as possible, earn wargame medals, and collect the rewards.
All right, let's keep the excitement rolling in this next event. We actually have a demo, so please take a look.
Oh, looks like they're selecting tactics. Double damage? That sounds powerful.
Oh, TCG.
Whoa, it's automated. Cool. The elemental reaction effects are completely different.
This brand new heated battle mode is called Automatic Artistry. Powerful support cards have been added for nearly every elemental reaction. Choose cards that align with your strategies to trigger powerful elemental reactions. The effects will change depending on how you play. In addition, the overall gameplay is very laid back. Characters will automatically duel each other, and skill animations are now shorter in length.
Wow, it's like we got
Nice.
a whole new Genius Invocation TCG after coming back from Natlan. Talk about whiplash.
That's right. Even if you've never played Genius Invocation before, I really recommend checking out this new gameplay mode in version 5.2. The new version will also bring a few updates to regular Genius Invocation TCG.
New
Do you ever
characters,
feel a little
nice.
cooped up while you're playing card games? Well, don't worry about that.
I
The next
already got
event
all
will
the
give
Primo Jam
travelers the
rewards, so
opportunity
don't really
to
care.
enjoy the great outdoors. In Claw Convoy, travelers will need to help Lamia track down some adopted animals. Travelers will be able to see the animal's point of view by using a special tool. Once you've
Oh,
managed to deduce their location,
it's that kind
you'll
of
be able
again.
to
I
track them
remember
down.
this like
Once
2
the
years
animals are
ago.
safe and sound, travelers will receive a gift from the mysterious figure who adopted them. I feel like Auroran would really shine.
Oh, no way!
He's definitely
No
a
way!
lover.
I can see that. I'm sure that he would jump at the chance to meet animals from other nations.
Yeah.
Finally, the Leyline Overflow event will return in version 5.2.
That
More
dude's all!
XP materials, then keep an eye out.
Alright, let's dive into some updates and game optimizations. First up is the change to the Imaginarium Theater.
Oh,
Previously, travelers would be returned to the theater lobby after completing a challenge.
Oh, it's
and
the
have to
quality of
reopen the
light
Fantasia
changes
tome to continue.
that they
Travelers
mentioned.
provided feedback that this setup interrupted their experience. So,
Yeah, too
this
many
will no
loading
longer be the
screens.
case in version 5.2. Now, after finishing a battle, all you need to do is click Next Act if you want to keep fighting.
Nice. Travelers
Nice.
can now enjoy the thrill of combat without any interruptions.
And for all the generous travelers who like to configure supports for their friends, a supporting caster record has been added in the new update. You can now check which friends have borrowed your supports by looking at the
Sick.
supporting cast screen.
Cool.
Mm,
It'll be nice to
good
know that our
addition.
supports are helping people out.
Yeah.
Yup. Oh, and the party configuration mechanic has also been optimized.
Oh,
Besides elemental filtering, the Imaginarium Theater will now feature recommended role icons, elemental statistics, and markers for the main types of enemies.
that's sick.
That is so helpful. I'll occasionally put together a random team if I've just started experimenting with some characters, but this information should make it a lot easier to form strategic
Yeah,
teams.
very,
These
way
markers
better.
will display key information on how to counter enemies, but in a much more prominent position. Hopefully, this change will make it easier for travelers to form the best teams.
Yes.
Yep.
Now we can directly see which elements work best against specific enemies. That's
I really like the
definitely gonna
Imaginary
save some
Theater.
time.
For
You
sure.
can
And
cancel
we
me
can
all you
expect
want. I
even
like
more
it.
optimizations in the future
No
as
lies here.
travelers continue
I
to
think
provide valuable
they
feedback about their
actually
systems.
give good
Okay,
updates
let's
to
introduce
it.
the other system optimizations coming in version 5.2. You can now sort 5-star artifacts in your inventory. based
Yeah,
on
I
where you
understand this
obtained
very
them,
good
from the
change.
most recent to the oldest. Second, the animations for crafting materials, forging weapons, building
Oh!
furniture, and cooking dishes are now shorter in length.
That's really nice. The dev team designed a lot of intricate animations for these features, but it can feel a bit frustrating when you have to watch them over and over again.
There will also be several optimizations for the Serena Teapot. The seed dispensary can now hold more of every type of seed. You'll be able to purchase wood at the Realm Depot in exchange for Realm currency. In
No, I
addition,
already
the
saw.
cooldown for the boon of the Elder Tree will be reduced to
I
5
saw this one
seconds.
too. Very
This
good
way,
QLL
it'll be
changes,
easier
yeah.
for travelers to collect wood.
Awesome. I've been meaning to use some cool replicas in my Serena teapot, but I'm always short on wood. So this should be really helpful.
Yep.
Nice! I'm so excited for you. Oh, and optimizations have been made to artifact locking. The updated lock assistance
Yeah, we
interface
need to
will
see
allow
more of
you to
this.
configure lock
How does
settings
it
with
work?
a single click. Just hit
Recommended
Use recommended
settings.
settings and you're set. The recommended set lock plans will even update automatically based on popular in-game configurations. Of
Oh,
course, if you have your
nice.
own ideas in mind, then you can always disable the recommended plans to configure custom ones instead.
Very
The update
sick.
also allows you to batch lock artifacts in your inventory based on the recommended general lock plan and
Oh,
set lock plans. This will make it much faster to organize your inventory. In addition, a
nice.
shortcut button that navigates to the lock assistance interface will be added to the artifact domain challenge screen
Ah,
and
nice,
the
nice,
artifact
nice.
acquisition screen. This should make it easier for travelers to configure their locking rules whenever they want. A star feature will also be added next to the lock button on each artifact.
Sick.
Travelers can use this feature to mark their favorite artifacts and filter
Yeah,
by
I
stars to
marked the
quickly track
best
them down.
ones as star,
Finally, treasure
then lock
compasses
the
will now be
decent
able to
ones,
locate even more treasure
and don't
locations,
lock
including
or
ceilings
start
and
the.
time trial challenges.
Yeah,
A quick swap
this is
feature
gonna
will
explore
also be
the.
added for treasure
This is
compasses
gonna
and
improve the
obvious
exploration
resonant stones.
experience a lot.
Enabling this
Very
feature
good.
will allow travelers to more easily use
Mm,
these
sick,
devices across
yeah.
regions.
I
The
really like
feature
that.
will automatically switch to the compass or stone that corresponds to the location in the game.
Awesome.
Be sure to check out future announcements for more details on the version 5.2 optimizations.
All
Alright.
That was a lot of info, so this seems like a good time for our second break.
It's time for the third redemption code.
Nice.
Welcome back, travelers. What else do
Oh,
we have on the agenda, Gabe?
yeah.
We have
What
some
do we have?
very exciting news to share.
What are
After the
they?
version update on November 20th, travelers will be able to play
Oh yeah,
Genshin Impact
Xbox
on the
release.
Xbox Series X and S. Log into Genshin Impact on Xbox Series X and S consoles to receive the Wind Glider Wings of Fate's Course Intertwined. Additionally, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members can play Genshin Impact via cloud gaming. They'll also find extra
Nice.
rewards in their in-game mailbox.
Awesome.
Alright, that should be everything. That means that we've reached the end of the special program. Is there anything that you want to say before we go, Kai?
Yes, I'm really looking forward to all the new characters. Chaska and her weapons seem really incredible. I'd love to see how her travel chronicle unfolds because she has such an amazing personality. And Auroran seems like a very layered character. The storytelling is definitely going to shine. What about you, Gabe?
Yeah, I'm just so excited for players to experience more of the Natlan storyline.
Yeah,
And
same.
we have so much to
I'm so
explore this time.
excited
I mean,
for
two new
more Natlan.
tribes and a new area as well.
Yep.
And one thing I've always loved about Genshin Impact is how it's multi-platform. Like, I'm always logging in on different devices depending on where I am, so it's just exciting to see another platform become available for everyone.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Nintendo
yeah,
Switch
on
2
that note,
when Switch
I
2 when
hope
it
you have fun
releases
with the new
too.
version, travelers.
Bye.
Hopefully.
Bye.
Bye. That was good. Very good. I'm very excited for the version. Having an interlude Arc Conquest and not having it be a filler is great. Well then, that is it for this stream. I'll see you all later.